Hello and welcome to Fast Track IELTS. My name is Jordan and I'm one of the OET teachers for doctors, nurses and for pharmacists. First of all, thank you very much for registering for our OET group course. We very much look forward to getting you started, beginning your training and most importantly, getting you feeling ready and confident to pass your OET exam. So as part of this course, you're going to have unlimited OET group training, meaning you can study with us for as long as you need until you're feeling confident that you will pass the test. So during this video today, I'm going to be giving you a bit of an introduction to the course. I'll be showing you how it all works, how to book your lessons, how to access the materials, and hopefully any questions that you might have will be answered. If you do have any questions or if there's anything you're not sure about after watching this video, please do feel free to get in touch with us and we'll be very, very happy to help. So as you already know, the OET exam is an English language test that is going to assess your communication skills in a healthcare setting, whether you're a doctor, nurse or pharmacist. Remember, it is not a test of your medical knowledge or your healthcare knowledge. The examiners are more interested in your grammar and your language skills, and that's what we're going to be focusing on as part of the course, learning those correct reading, writing, listening and speaking skills. So let's get started then. In a moment, what I'm going to do is log into the online course, kind of show you around, and hopefully that will be a kind of a great starting point for us. Excellent, and here we are. So when you first register with us, you'll receive a welcome email, and that will contain your login details, your username and your password. And there'll also be a button on there to access the online course. So start off by pressing that button and you'll come onto this page here, a nice simple login page. And all you'll need to do is to enter your username and password from the email. And I've put mine in already, so let's press login and we'll sign into the course. Brilliant. So after you've signed in, you'll have access to this page which lists all of the different course options that we have, and you are on the OET group course. So start off by pressing OET group course. And this is the same whether you're using a laptop or whether you're using a mobile phone. Brilliant. So from here then there'll be a number of different pages that you'll see. And these options here are our course options. These are what are included as part of the course. So first of all, of course, my eye is drawn to this very first one, start here. So when you first begin your OET course, this should be the first section that you go to. And what this will basically do is it will kind of guide you through all of the steps of the course. And we can see some options here, how the course works, what is OET, the course rules and information, how to book your first lesson, and to introduce yourself. So very first of all, when you first log in, kind of work your way through each of these sections, read the information. I'm not going to read through it all as such today in this video. This is kind of just to show you where everything is. But do take some time before booking that first lesson to kind of work your way through each of these sections. And by the end, you'll have kind of a better idea of the OET exam, how to prepare for it, and kind of most importantly, how that course works as well. Excellent. So once you've worked through that, right at the very end, it will invite you to book your first lesson. And lessons are booked here using this booking calendar. So let's press onto this here. Yep, and once this is loaded up, what will happen is we'll be given access to this page. And this is where we go to choose our lesson times. So let's say, for example, I am available on the 27th. I'm going to press onto there, and there'll be 2 lessons available on that day. And usually that is the case. Let's have a look on here. We've got 2 available here. So let's say I like this time, Thursday the 28th at 10:30. Let's go on to this time. Yep, and then all I need to do from here is to fill out this form. So fill it out with my first name, fill it out with my last name, and fill it out with my email address as well. Once I have done this, I then press book now, and it will give me some details to confirm, and from here we should just double check that everything is correct. What I would say is do double check your email address here. If you enter an incorrect email address, for example, you won't get the confirmation of your lesson. So the important thing is to just double check it, make sure everything comes through fine. If you're happy with all of the details there, then we press confirm. So as you can see, this was an OET Reading B lesson, and there will be lessons in all of the different subjects and areas of the test. As we'll talk about later, your goal is to kind of attend all of the different sections of the exam until you've got a good, deep understanding of the exam. Brilliant. So this booking has gone through. It says, thank you. We have sent you an email with details. So I'm going to log into my email now just to have a check and make sure that's come through okay. Yes, I'm perfect. As we can see here, emails come through successfully. Thank you for your lesson booking, Jordan. Your OET reading class will be on this time. And then there's some more information here. What we do ask is if you're not going to be able to attend the lesson, do just press on here to cancel your place on the course. And that'll just kind of open the slot up for somebody else if needed. Brilliant. So once you've received that email, you can assume that lesson is going to go ahead and you'll be able to attend the class. What will happen from here is then 24 hours before your lesson, you'll receive an email with a link to access the Zoom meeting. We'll have a look at what that email looks like now. Great, and here we are. So this will be an email to confirm your lesson and a reminder of your class. And it's a pretty simple email. So this is a reminder of your OET Reading B class on this date. And as you can see at the bottom, there's a Zoom meeting link. And all you will simply need to do is to press onto this link 5-10 minutes before your class begins. It will give you access to the Zoom meeting, and then the class will begin from there. And then your teacher will take over and they will guide you through the next steps of the lesson and what you will need to do. Brilliant. So now let's go back to the online course and have a look at some of the other sections. Great, and here we are. So you'll notice inside here we've got some other sections like practice tests, and this will basically be where you go to get all of your materials. So here you can see we've got reading practice tests, writing for each of the professions, listening materials, and kind of resources for all of the different sections of OET. And then there, as you'll see, there are some other sections as well. We've got course videos here, and these will be videos which explain some of the techniques, so techniques of the reading, the writing, the listening, and the speaking exam, and these are great to review after your lessons. So if, for example, you've just completed a reading lesson, you might want to then watch the course video for the reading lesson, just to remind you of what you studied in that class. We also have lesson recordings, and these will basically be recordings of recent OET classes. If you're not able to attend a class, for example, there'll be a recording for you to watch later, or you can go back and watch some of the older lessons just to kind of review some of the techniques and maybe what you studied in those classes. And then very finally, we've got some self-study workbooks. Again, these are just some kind of further activities that you can work through. We have skill quizzes, and these will be quizzes for you to complete between your classes, and they will just build on your OET grammar skills. So we'll be practicing things like articles, sentence structure, that type of thing. And then very finally, we've got our course checklist. And this will be a checklist for you to just track your progress and see what you have left to complete. We always say, because it's unlimited training, the course is never as complete as such. But once you've kind of finished everything, so you've attended all of the available lessons, you've completed all the practice tests, you've completed all of these skill quizzes, the workbooks, you've watched all of these videos, usually by then you should be pretty confident of passing the exam, and you should be kind of consistently getting that passing grade that you need. If by the end you're not feeling confident, or you feel that you're maybe not ready for the test after completing the course checklist, do get in touch with us, and we're always happy to help and to offer some additional support if needed. And speaking of support, finally we have this support section here. If you ever do need to reach out to our team to ask us any questions, or there's anything you're having any difficulty with, just fill out this form and we'll get back to you very quickly. This could be a query about homework, about cancelling lessons, about study area, that type of thing. So do have a look through there. And again, This will go straight through to our teachers, and they'll be there to provide any support. When it does come to your preparation, of course, this is a group course where you're studying with other doctors, other nurses, other pharmacists. If you are looking for some more individual support, we also do offer our course upgrades here, and you can find this on this top menu. And there'll be options here to purchase extra one-to-one lessons. If there's an area of the exam you'd like to focus on, maybe, you may decide to just purchase a few one-to-one lessons to focus on those, or a couple of writing corrections, or a one-to-one speaking mock exam, just to give you that personal opportunity to work with one of our teachers. And maybe if there are any subjects you'd just like to build your confidence on a little bit more, that option is available for you as well. Brilliant. So let's go back over to our slides then, as we were looking at previously. Excellent. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, the important thing now will be to work through that Start Here section, which we saw inside the online course. Work through that, and that should give you a very good understanding of the course and kind of how to get started. From there, we'll then want to go and book our first lesson. And then finally, attend that lesson using that Zoom meeting link, just like we saw a little bit earlier in the video. What I would recommend is taking some time to have a good look around the online course, just simply to get an idea of where to find everything. Then if, for example, in your lesson, your teacher mentions a practice exam or a course video, that type of thing, you should then have a kind of good idea where to find that information. Excellent. Brilliant. So I hope this video was helpful in kind of introducing the course to you. If you do have any further questions or you have any difficulty using the online course, please do get in touch with us. We'll be very, very happy to help. So take some time, have a good look around the course after this video, book that first lesson, get started with your training, and we're here to support you every step of the way. So my name's Jordan, I'm one of the teachers, and hopefully we'll bump into each other very soon in one of our classes. Take care. Thank you very much.